Qué bonito está el cielo que a mí me tapa, y esa brisa de diciembre que entra por la casa. Qué sabrosa es la sal del mar de mi playa, que aunque no tiene tren su sierra es nevada.
Donde me pega el sol en la piel, de los sueños que nunca desperté, la de la foto en el atardecer, y ahora regreso pa' volverte a ver.
De la esquina del barrio bailando en la fiesta,
Oye, Lee, me invita.
donde todo el mundo con la puerta abierta.
Aquí, aquí, aquí.
No hay invierno ni primavera,
Aquí, aquí, aquí. Es verano la vida entera. Aquí, aquí, aquí.
cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
Aquí, aquí, aquí. Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. Aquí, aquí, aquí. ¿Quién quiere mango, biche y raspado con cola? Aquí todas las tristezas se van con las olas. Yo crecí viendo el atardecer como nunca los he vuelto a ver, y aprendí a ser feliz viviendo en el ahora. Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser, y si es posible volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, su color y su aroma.
Y en una esquina del barrio bailando champeta, comiendo butifarra hasta que amanezca. No hay invierno ni primavera,
Es verano la vida entera.
cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. Un día tuve que marcharme de la Samaria, y el mundo no era lo mismo lejos de allí. Y aunque lo quiso el destino, yo lo he burlado, nunca me fui. No importa dónde estuviera, no importa con quién estaba, no importa lo que pasara, yo era de aquí.
No hay invierno ni primavera,
Es verano la vida entera.
cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
Un guineo maduro sobre la mesa.
Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser, y si tuviera que volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, escogería aquí y ahora. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí. Ah, qué bonito está el cielo que a mí me tapa, y esa brisa de diciembre que entra por la casa. Qué sabrosa es la sal del mar de mi playa, que aunque no tiene tren su sierra es nevada.
Donde me pega el sol en la piel, de los sueños que nunca desperté, la de la foto en el atardecer, y ahora regreso pa' volverte a ver.
De la esquina del barrio bailando en la fiesta,
Oye, Lee, me invita.
donde todo el mundo con la puerta abierta. No hay invierno ni primavera,
Es verano la vida entera.
cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. ¿Quién quiere mango, biche y raspado con cola? Aquí todas las tristezas se van con las olas. Yo crecí viendo el atardecer como nunca los he vuelto a ver, y aprendí a ser feliz viviendo en el ahora. Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser, y si es posible volver a nacer, escogería a este lugar su color y su aroma.
Y en una esquina del barrio bailando champeta, comiendo butifarra hasta que amanezca. No hay invierno ni primavera,
Es verano la vida entera.
cuando el mango se cae en la casa florezca.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. Un día tuve que marcharme de la Samaria y el mundo no era lo mismo lejos de allí. Y aunque lo quiso el destino, yo lo he burlado, nunca me fui. No importa dónde estuviera, no importa con quién estaba, no importa lo que pasara, yo era de aquí.
No hay invierno ni primavera,
Es verano la vida entera.
cuando el mango se cae en la casa florezca.
Un guineo maduro sobre la mesa.
Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser. Y si tuviera que volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, escogería aquí y ahora. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí. Summertime, and the lights go out, days are long, and we're getting loud. There's a time when we holding back, and a time, baby, when we holding hands. I don't wanna hide no more, we taking love for granted. I don't wanna hide no more, if this is your answer. But here we go again, here we go again. No time to begin.
From inside Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And today's starting pitcher, Shane McClanahan. How about a report on him, Chris?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
First pitch, 4-10.
Now one missed. Here's a 3-0. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting second, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Now it's Alex Bregman. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Just underway from Tropicana Field. Six straight outside the strike zone. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Corner into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Man at second. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Out of here. A 2-run blast. The Cubs strike first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
That missed by a lot. Ball 1. Half a first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati in 2015. The count. Here it comes. That one is upstairs. In the air, right field. Fraley under it. And there's one down. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And Singy against the southpaw on the mound. The Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. That one misses, and now 3-0. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man aboard now with one away.
I know swinging at a 3-0 pitch can be debated, but at the end of the day, it's a hitter's count. You know a strike is coming, so why not take advantage and attack the pitch? That was a good piece of hitting, and it paid off with the base hit.
This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. No advance, though.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one not close, and that's ball 3.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
And that one fouled off. Kelly stands at first with one out. That one finds the zone. Full count now.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
3-2 now. Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. Payoff pitch. So a walk puts runners at first and second. First and second, one out. Swanson digs in. Pitch misses. Ball one. One out. Runners at first and second.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That's too high.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
There's one on the first double play. The Rays creep closer thanks to the homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the hill for the Cubs, Jameson Taillon. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Yandy Diaz digs in now.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Going a solo shot, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Well struck right field, and that one hops the wall. The relay to second, and he's there with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jake Fraley, the next to hit. Popped up. And foul ball. Trying to move him over here. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Batting fourth, third baseman.
He saw the infield playing deep enough to drop down that bunt, and it paid off for him. Nice execution. He put that ball down the third baseline where he knew it would be a tough play. Took advantage right there. Very smart move.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield, but another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
Chandler Simpson will hit next. Golden opportunity right here. Shot should score at least 2. One runs in, another comes in to score. In to score from first, and they lead by 2.
Wow, what a clutch moment in this ball game. One swing, and he unloads the bases. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Bunts it in the air. And he makes the catch. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Swing, high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone! Cedric Mullins sends it out. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Ben Williamson next to hit for the Rays. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Bush takes it to the bag, and they got him.
Batting ninth, shortstop Taylor Wall.
Bunts it in the air, and that ends the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Now a 6-2 ball game. Top of the second. So up now for Chicago, Matt Shaw.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
That one fouled off. The 1-1. And there's a ball. The 2-1. That one missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Batting eighth, center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. Misses again, 5 in a row.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. That's an automatic ball because the timer ran out.
And a free base with the walk. Not exactly a confidence-boosting play on the mound.
First and second, no outs. Miguel Amaya, the next Cub to hit.
Ball.
The 1-0. Another miss, 8 straight outside the strike zone.
Let's go, Sugar Shane. Let's go, Sugar Shane.
And another ball. First and second, no outs. Here at the top of the second. High fly ball lifted into air right field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs, second baseman Rico Horner.
Got the ball.
Shaw on third. Crow Armstrong at first. 1 gone. Two on, 1 out. And there's a ball. Here's a 3-0. Out towards right center field. Fraley moving under it. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. It's 6-3.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman Alex Bregman.
Here's Alex Bregman. He's already homered in this game. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. That one missed. And another ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Ian Happ.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. 6 straight outside the strike zone. Half lays off.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position and a hitter's count.
Carson Kelly waiting to hit for the Cubs. 2 on, 2 outs. In the air out towards right center. Fraley under this one. And that is that. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Rays 6 and the Cubs 3. Bottom half of inning number 2. At the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. Taillon trying to bounce back from a bumpy first. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence. And that's a leadoff double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And that bunted towards third. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Rays, right fielder, Jameson Taillon.
So now with 1 away and a man at second. Now it's the right fielder, Jake Fraley. Puts a bunt down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next for the Rays, third baseman, Junior Habanero.
Left field, way back there. And that one is out of here. A 3-run dinger. And they tack on to their lead. It's 9-3.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the back that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. That's all for Jameson Taillon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Now on the bump, Caleb Thielbar.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
1 down. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Chandler Simpson. There's a swing and a drive. Crow Armstrong moves after it. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. He's in there.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Puts a bunt down. Gets it to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
Now it's going to be Cedric Mullins. He's already homered here in this one. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
And they put the tag on him. That's the third out, inning over. We head on down to the top of the third. Rays 10 and the Cubs 3. Back here at Tropicana Field, all set for the start of the inning.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that pitcher work to get you out.
When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. And the 1-0. That one missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman Michael Busch.
Michael Busch now at the plate. He reached out a walk his first time.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's an automatic ball because the timer ran out.
And a free base with the walk. Not exactly a confidence boosting play on the mound. Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
The 1-0.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Here's a 2-0. And another ball. Kelly over at second. Busch on at first with nobody out. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Fortes takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for the Cubs, right fielder Matt Shaw.
So up next for Chicago, Matt Shaw. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
Here we go, Shane.
2 on, 1 out. 2-0 the count. Here it comes. Tap foul at the plate. Next
Ball
one misses. 3-1. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that'll load the bases.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder Hughes Crow Armstrong.
One out, bases full. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. In the air, left field. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Here comes the throw. They'll score on the sac fly. It's 10-4.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Amaya, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. Not close with that one, and it's 2-0. That one misses. Ball 3. Nico Horner on deck for the Cubs. And a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. A very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases.
Ball 1.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Upstairs, Alex Bregman would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
In the air, right field. And that is that. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Rays 10 and the Cubs 4. Back now in Tampa Bay. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Bunting, and he pops it up. Bush makes the grab on the run. 1 pitch and 1 out.
For the Rays, shortstop Taylor Wall.
Taylor Walls next to hit for the Rays. He popped out his first time. Gets the bunt down the right side. Bush. He'll do it himself. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
For the Rays, designated hitter,
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Caleb Thielbar departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the Cubs,
Kobe Milner on the pitch here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Now a relay to second. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. So 2 down. Jonathan Aranda digs in now. 1 for 2. And Elio 1. Puts a bunt down. And that's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. And he lays one down the left side. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. The Rays strand just the 1. They're up comfortably, though. It's 10-4. Start of the 4th. So up now for Chicago, Alex Bregman. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
That one off the mark, and the count is 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Ian Happ.
Misses again, 5 in a row. Bregman on at first, nobody out. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. Splits the plate, and that's strike 1. That's an automatic ball because the timer ran out.
And a free base with the walk. Not exactly a confidence-boosting play on the mound.
First and second and nobody out. And now the DH, Carson Kelly.
Ball one.
The 1-0.
Ball two.
And another ball. Foul ball. The 3-1. Swing and a ball drilled in the air to center. Mullins under it and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman Michael Wood.
Ball.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And there's a ball. Two on, one out. That one's in there. And now 3-1.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
6-run lead doesn't feel all that big right now based on the situation.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That missed by a lot. And the count 2-1. That one missed. The Cubs trying to get back into this one. Top half of inning number 4. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, right fielder Matt Shaw.
Fastball for a strike. Two outs. Bases are full.
Ball two.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Oh, he hit him.
That hit it.
And that brings home a run.
Up next for the Cubs, center
Two
fielder
outs.
Pete Crow
Bases full.
Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Shane McClanahan will depart, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching for
So the
Rays,
closer summoned from the
number
bullpen,
22,
Griffin Jacks.
Griffin.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Not even close there. And that is ball one.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Swing, and he popped it up. And a foul ball. Foul ball there. And a payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Now a pop-up on the infield. Aranda settles under it. And that'll do it. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. Rays 10 and the Cubs 5. Back here in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Rays, Jake Fraley.
Jake Fraley.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. He takes it on his own. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Rays, third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. And it is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 11-5.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One down. Now up for Tampa Bay, Chandler Simpson. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. That's smashed towards center. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Rays, catcher Nick Cortez.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. Bush puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya. Amaya goes 6'1", 230 pounds, and he was born in Panama. That
Ball.
one misses. Ball 3. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Cubs, second baseman Nico Horner.
That one misses. That's 5 straight. Six straight outside the strike zone. High fly ball lifted into the air right field. Fraley takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman Alex Bregman.
And now it's Alex Bregman. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And there's a ball. Pulls that one foul. So now 3-2. In the air left field. Simpson gets under it. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Ian Happ.
And that one wrapped foul.
Ball.
Amaya leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball. No.
Way high there. 3 balls and a strike. That one lifted to left. Simpson under it. And that is that. Cubs leave 1. They'll need better than that. Down 11-5. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Riley Martin. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Sack bunt towards third. Bregman fires to first on the run, and they get the out.
Up next for the Rays, shortstop Taylor Walls.
Now it's the shortstop, Taylor Walls. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's got a chance. And that is gone. A two-run shot, and they add to their lead. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And that one hammered. Armstrong running hard to get it. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
Wow, just unbelievable what he's doing here. 4 hits and all 4 have been for extra bases. Came screaming off the bat. I'm sure exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda, 1 for 3. Puts a bunt down. Corner, the underhand flip. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Riley Martin done for the afternoon, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the Cubs.
New pitcher on now, Phil Maton. The
Maton.
offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. And he pops up the bunt. Flashes the leather on the running catch. That is the inning. We're through 5. The Rays are out in front, 14-5. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game.
My life is real, real. So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest. Wavy hair, mystique, up in this deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street, scoop me in an MPV. I'm holding big. Soloist, vocalist, maestro. This fish grease, recipes, polo. He see us, I was just with G, just like Ryan E. Me and Preem, this history. Young ones, abuelas, Jesus candles, bodegas. Always playing some gangstar. Who is that? They gon' say nah. Look at us now, De La Mare.
Carson Kelly, the next to hit.
The designated hitter, Carson Kelly.
And ball 1. Next offering upstairs. And that one missing low. Fastball for a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. Payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman Michael Busch.
Ball 1 there. That's off the mark, and it's 3-0. That one fouled off. And that's in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Kelly gets his lead at first with nobody out. Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. And here comes Dansby Swanson. 0 for 3 in this one. And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Griffin Jacks out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Drew
Rays,
Rasmussen takes over on the mound.
57.
Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. First and second, no outs, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. On the ground to first. To second, that's 1. And 2. Got him on the play.
Hey, they played the matchup right there. Worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
In the dirt, kicks away from the catcher. Runner stays put at third. 2-1 now. This one chopped to first. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. Third out, and that ends the frame. The Rays lead it 14-5. Back here at Tropicana Field, this lineup has been going off today. 5 homers so far as we take a look at the spray chart.
Yeah, they've been sending them out all over the yard, Boog. Doesn't seem like there's anywhere for these pitchers to hide.
Line drive to short and caught. 1 pitch and 1 out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now, Chandler Simpson. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Now that's smacked to right center. For Armstrong. Takes it in for the out. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Rays, catcher Nick Fortes.
Nick Fortes will hit next. Bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. He's there. It's a 2-out double. Man at second. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Throw sails over his head at first. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
So man aboard, Ben Williamson. Next to hit for the Rays. And that bunted towards third. On the run, sends it over to first. And very nicely done for the out. 7th inning coming up. The Rays in front, 15-5. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, you grew up. Now a very odd decision. They intentionally walked the leadoff guy. Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position.
Second baseman, Nico Horner.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Way high with that one. Ball 2.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful.
Williamson. They get one. Throw to first. Safe.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
2 on, 1 out. Right through there for a strike. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he lived in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them, and that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Payoff pitch. And they'll do it again. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with, oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the lead. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. Well, you can never fault a guy for going after a hitter in a 3-2 count. He tried to challenge him, but just didn't have enough to get it by him. Really good swing and a nice home run.
In half, up to hit. Way upstairs, ball 1.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Already 3 runs across in the frame here, the top half of inning number 7. Very high with that one. And now 3-0. Fly ball down the line. Simpson turns to the right on the move. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated hitter, Carson Kelly.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Way high. Right down to shoot. 3-1. This one in the air, center field. Mullins settles underneath it, and that'll do it. So they turn to their closer, Daniel Palencia. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And stepping in for the Rays, Taylor Walls. Gets the bunt down the right side. Bush. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Trying to move him over here. One at second, but safe at first.
He's in there.
It's
He's
a fielder's choice.
Up next for the Rays, first baseman Jonathan Aranda.
Jonathan Aranda next to hit for the Rays. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Over to Swanson as they pass up the chance at the double play.
Up next for the Rays, right fielder Jake Fraley.
Bunts it in the air, and that's the inning. The Rays have the advantage, 15-8. Back now in Tampa Bay. Well, it's been a fun game for fans who love homers. These teams are teeing off, as we can see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it seems like days like this get pitchers questioning their life choices, Boog. Any fan who goes for a bathroom break is at risk of missing another dinger.
Bush, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
2 balls, no strikes to count. And another ball. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
That missed by a lot. Ball 3. Ripped to short. First out in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Cubs, right fielder Matt Shaw.
So now with one away and a man at second. And up next for Chicago, Matt Shaw. And the Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Drew Rasmussen is done. And he's responsible for the runner on second. So the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
Hunter
Rays,
Biggie will take
number
over here.
43,
He's pitching on 2 days
Hunter
rest.
Biggie.
Ball one.
In the dirt. Man at second. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Now a pop-up on the infield. Aranda should have this one. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs, center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you. So make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Not close with that one. And now 3-0. Fouled off to the right. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. That one finds the zone. Full count now.
They must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. And now it's Miguel Amaya. He's 0 for 1.
Miguel Amaya.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Walls. And that's the 3rd out. The Rays out front 15-8. Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
This one smoked on its way out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 16-8. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
There's a strike. That one at triple digits.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
This one in the air, center field. For Armstrong on his way over, reaching for it and breaks it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And now here is Nick Fortes. Bunted back towards the mound. Slings to first in time.
Up next for the Rays, center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Bunts it in the air. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. Last chance coming up for the Cubbies. Back here in Tampa Bay, we go to the ninth. So here's Horner now. So we get an intentional walk with no outs in the inning.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
That one not close. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball. The Cubbies with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the ninth. That one finds the zone. Strike one. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder Ian Happ.
First and second and nobody out. Ian Happ now at the plate. A very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated hitter, Carson Kelly.
Horner, the runner at third. Bregman on second. Happ at first with no outs. That misses the zone, and it's 3-0.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
And there's a foul ball. Bases juiced, no outs. This one in the air right field. Fraley really on his horse for it. Makes a nice running catch. Runners tagging from second and third. Horner comes around to score.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman Michael Busch.
And now the first baseman, Michael Busch.
This crowd doesn't sound as confident as they were a few minutes ago, Boog. Went from feeling pretty good to hoping they can just escape with a win.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Not even close there. And that's ball 3. Fouled off left side. Two on, 1 out. That one finds the zone, and the count's full. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that'll load the bases.
Up next for the Cubs, shortstop Anthony Swanson.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. And another ball. That's in there. That's strike 1. And he pumps it a strike. On the ground, right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. A run comes in on the play. Matt Shaw getting ready to hit.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
A little dicey. And a Rays manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Joe Boyle. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that one upstairs. The hitters count the 2-0. That one missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And there's the strike. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And a payoff pitch. Fights it off. You'll see another.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock.
That one is absolutely belted. Fraley getting an angle on it. Can't get there in time, and that should bring in a pair. One run across, right past his coach, headed for the plate. Close play, but in there.
Making some noise here, trying to give themselves a chance. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
The 1-0.
Ball.
And that's too high. Second and third here. One away. Foul ball. Yeah, foul ball. Payoff pitch. Got him looking for the strikeout. Cubbies with only one out left.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Amaya swings through it for strike one. That one almost got him.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
The 2-1 is high.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
They're down to their final strike. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 2 on, 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. That missed by a lot. Ball one. Tying run at the plate. Here's a 2-0. And another ball. Alex Bregman waiting to hit for the Cubs. Swinging a foul out of play. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Out to short. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Rays slugged their way to a win in this one.
These hitters came to the yard today thinking one thing: launch mode. 6 home runs. Just an incredible offensive display today. Even by today's standards, that is a huge total.
Shorty, I stick like Fredo, man. Stay in your lane, down 4 or 5. We stick like 4-5. Keep your cool, you know 5. I'm fish like water. Hook daughter, might to the joke, but I ain't gon' lie. On my left like evil genius, jump out the jeans in the evening time. I'ma get it laid back like evil Steven. Don't need a reason to be on down. Stand on B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. Yes, I'm blessed like you in the gym. Don't miss, I switch on they are not like them. Don't stay my case. Let's win out the race, no chase. I pace, just came out the gate and they still gon' hate. Take fake, team like be fake. How you know what to take? You ain't been out the space, been out the mix for trying to hit it bad.